Yo, what's good? It's Louis the Boss 99 too. With this Xbox 360 real quick. If y'all saw my last video, I think my latest maybe, you saw my old Xbox. But you know this review's for another day. Got a new TV as well. But you know it's not about me. It's about 2K12. You feel me? Got the case out for y'all real quick. Go through this. Shit. I mean, I don't have to do this, but it's about 2K12, so y'all know. Alright, and alright, this is how to have a successful franchise in 2K11. I mean 2K12. Look, the problem with 2K12 that I have is that when I get into a franchise, it gets boring. You know, it gets just very hard to stick along to. So here's some tips to have a successful franchise experience. Pause for a second, guys. So with this franchise, what it does, the main point of this really is to, I think it's the original, but I think the main point of this franchise, of this roster modification, is to put LeBron James down to life. You know, like put him at 85 where he won't win like an MVP every year. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that'll just make it better. You know, your players on your team, you drafted or you don't have for a long time, have actually an opportunity, you know, to win. You feel me? So here's what you do, right? You pick two users. I'll explain later. You turn off D-League games. Trade override. You put that on. So if you feel you have to let go of somebody and you want new faces on your team, the computer will never, decline the trade. Allow computer trade. Some people will disagree with me, but I'm gonna turn this off because there's been a lot of changes, and it's after the season ended and everything. You don't want to see a whole bunch of changes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's all on you. You feel me? So yeah. One last thing. Turn minutes to 5. No, minutes to 10. And then start. Yes. Main point of this, like I said before, is to be like like to be interested in what you're doing. Cause franchise and 2K12, they did a horrible job. You could get bored quickly, and you don't want that. You don't want to quit. You don't want to dedicate yourself to something and make a association and instead of franchise, my fault. And you just quit right after, and you don't need that. Nobody wants that. You know what I mean? So this is what this video is for. So pick the Sixers real quick. I like their bench. You feel me? You got a star. You got a good bench. Good to start with. Sixers, yes. And here's one of the points for to have a successful franchise experience. You go to the Heat here. You go to the Heat, and you pick them as your second team. So you gotta have control because you don't want the Heat and LeBron James winning a championship after every year. I'm not a LeBron hater. I much respect for LeBron. It's not like he's a pub. I don't know why they made such a big deal about that, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. I'm just tell y'all, all my fans on Louis the Boss 99 too, all my niggas from Star and stuff. LeBron is my nigga. I don't care about what he did. No read that. It's bullshit. Alright, know what I mean? So tips to have a good association in NBA 2K12. Bring LeBron James down to earth is one. You pick a team with a good bench is 2. You go 2 user control teams, so you can have control of the Heat. Part 3 is to put trade override on, and if you follow those easy. Oh, wow, I forgot. Wow, Look, I have, at the first time it's not gonna work. Check this out real quick. From, it's hard to do with one hand, as you can see. It's hard to do. So pardon, that's why I have 2K draft classes for 3 years in. Just in case. You know what I mean? So that's one thing to do. Go to 2K share and get a couple of draft classes and make sure you label them. You know what I mean? So I'm going into the 12 draft. I picked 2012. It's gonna load. Everything is alright. Some great thing they did here in 2K. I like this right here. It's like NBA.com. It's really cool. And there we go. That's how you have a successful association mode in the 2K12. I hope you guys like, rate, comment, subscribe. Louis the Boss 99 too. If you want good gaming advice, if you want good music, I'm about to put some raps up there. If you want just a good channel to vibe with, Louis the Boss 99 too. Upcoming 2012 years, it's gonna be packed with videos. I'm gonna try to put more videos up for you. My niggas at Star and stuff. You feel me? And represent E Hall all day. Let's go. Let's go Dutchman, you feel me? And peace. Hope you guys have fun on this association.